Hey there cats, good time of the day to you and thank you for tuning into my channel. This is Ridge Racer 2 on PSP and this is a wild gang tour. Only so much duels left in the game. I've almost done them all with the Class 4 car, which is kinda incredible. I don't know, I just didn't expect it to turn out this fun because once again I found Ridge Racer 2 being rather dull. Yet with the Class 4 car it is interesting. It is not that much of a challenge, but a challenge nonetheless. It is just how I like it. I believe there are probably some people out there who will be able to do this with the Class 3 car, but I drive Denver's and Denver Bayonet is the Class 4 car, so yeah, I'm just having fun. And well, what can I say? I believe nobody else is gonna do it anyway. I don't know, people are not very kind to modding in my opinion. I don't know. There are only so much modders here and there, and yeah. And I believe, well, it's got to be kind of oops, there you go, Wild Gang. That was a little bit dangerous. Yeah, I was pretty sure I will hit him. But well, what I wanted to say is, I believe it's got to be a combination of factors in order for you to see what you're seeing right now on your screen. I mean, there gotta be a guy who likes modding stuff, there's gotta be a guy who likes old games, and at the same time there's gotta be a guy who has all the right hard tech and software in order to record all the stuff he done. I guess, yeah, I guess that's what what makes a content like this so rare. It's not just a guy who likes modding, it's just a guy who likes modding old stuff and can record it at the same time. Because really, I know at least two other guys like that, but they are really so rare and in between. I wish I could find more people like this to communicate with them, because all the guys I know, they've been tremendous help to me. In fact, one of them is my patron, and the other one helps me a lot with movie translations actually. He knows language I do not know, namely, yeah, okay, I'd say it, I'm not sure why I've suddenly stuttered, but Chinese, he knows Chinese and I don't know Chinese. I translated several Chinese movies lately and he was a lot of help. Oh well. So yeah, I wish there would have been more people like me and those other two guys I know. But unfortunately, there are so few in between. Maybe there are more guys like us somewhere. I mean, not on YouTube, because those two guys, I found them via the YouTube. Perhaps there are some kind of specialized forums which are made for this kind of people who like modding old games. I don't know, I haven't seen them. Though I gotta say I'm not that proficient in the internet realm, let's call it this way. There are a lot of places that I do not know about. And all in all, I can imagine that I just do not know about places and about places for people who like mod old games. I know there are a couple very specific places, like places for the guys who run Sega Model 2 emulator, and there are a lot of modding threads, but those threads are specific to the Model 2 emulator, so they do not cover any other topics. And I just can't stand on one place, you know. I cannot really mod, say, PSP games all the time. There are a lot of games on PS2 as well, and there are even more games on PC. I mod all the stuff. And forums, yeah, forums, they tend to be specific. Oops, that was a mistake, but I guess it won't mean much. I still have a lot of time to catch up with Wild Gang, and Wild Gang is actually not that fast. Those small Aj cars were much more dangerous. Or maybe Wild Gang is just not that lucky about the track. I mean, this is a relatively easy track for the player and relatively hard track for the AI. Mostly because of this turn we are approaching after the tunnel. Yeah, there will be a series of turns. The first turn is simply very sharp, but the second turn is even worse. I mean, you completely lose your grip with the ground. Here I go airborne. AI usually hits the wall in both of these turns, in the first sharp turn after the tunnel and in the second turn as well, where you go airborne. AI usually scratches the walls throughout these whole two turns, which give you, the player, an excellent opportunity to take them over. The first turn is simply easy for the player, and the second turn, while it is unavoidable, there is a neat little trick that you can see me executing. You can simply hit the wall in order to reduce air time, and therefore you will not hit the outer wall as hard as AI. You will only hit the inside wall of the turn, also slightly, and win a lot of time. In fact, I'm about to do this one more time just about now. I'm barely touching the wall here, and I'm kinda landing myself here, and Wild Gang, as you can see on the radar, is far behind me. Mainly because of these two turns. Yeah. So I'm simply dominating the poor Wild Gang right here. The previous track was a little bit harder than this one, and this is really darn easy. But I like this. I like this cobblestone moment, cobblestone street, you know. I like all the aesthetics of these tracks and other tracks which are laid around this part of the city. That was a very pleasant ride, yeah. So, that was the Wild Gang Duel. I hope you enjoyed it, cats. Thanks for being with me, and good luck.